Everybody's been waiting for these two to meet up. Now they do, as round one is underway. He took a shot, but he came back with a right hand of his own. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. We're underway here. We've been talking in the lead up to this fight about who has the advantage with the speed. Well, we know who that is. As for his opponent?
Well, his opponent's going to have to come up with something else, and what he's going to have to come up with is timing. You know, timing can negate speed.
How so?
Well, just making sure that before your opponent starts, you time him, you beat him to the mark. You're not as fast as him, but guess what? The good news, this is not a sprint. This is a boxing match. You can beat him to the mark. For all intents and purposes, you're faster.
Up top with the right hand. Scored well up top. Good exchange. He fires back. He scores with the left. Well, something's got to stick. He sends the combination to the body. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand. Keeping his hands up, getting rid of his opponent's offense. To the head he goes with a left hand. Clean shot with the right. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Rock'em, sock'em robots right from the start here, Teddy.
No defense, just pure offense.
He got hit, but he sends it right back. Nice combination, landing more than one. Both were able to score. Very nice work to the head. The right hand landed. Final 10 seconds of round number one. Little head hunting with the left. And now a little combination punching, landing both shots. Here we go. Round two is underway. You see him with the left to the head there? Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own. Good fundamental work, landing the 1-2 there. That right hand over the top lane. He is not in good shape. He could be on the deck in moments. There's a good right hand. Putting his punches together, landing two shots there. A target on his head, and he places the hook right on it. Flush shot, the left hand came in. Comes right back with some offense of his own. And now he brings the left hand upstairs. Able to land with the right. Committing to the combo now, both land. Very accurate with the overhand right. Took a shot, now he gives the left. Good defense, just covering up down low. Well, he's got the attitude, something's got to stick. He fires off the combination, and they both do. He just gave his opponent a really good taste of how fast his hand speed is.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we talk about power, and we see that power, you know, can damage a guy right away, obviously, and it can intimidate an opponent. But hand speed can do the same thing, and I think it's intimidating right now to his opponent. He's afraid to let that jab go because he might get countered with one of those lightning right hands.
Sending more than one at him now, the combo to the head. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. End of the round is upon us. And take a look at those punch stat numbers. Very impressive work rate. Do you like a guy who just is flat out busier, Teddy?
As long as he's not reckless while he's being busy. Yeah, as long as he's tight with his punches, and his punches are in the right location, not too far away.
Must be the punch of the day. Both guys bringing home uppercuts. You can see he's trying to score up top, but off the mark there. Good strong combo. Teddy, he did a smart thing right there. Just created enough space and then landed the counter punch.
Looked like the will of the wisps, the old great Willie Peck. Made him miss, made him pay.
Targeting the uppercut, and it worked. Hits him in the mug with the right. More than one, and it's just what he wants. This is just beautiful to watch. Watch how he just links one to the next, Teddy. A beautiful sequence, almost like musical notes being played.
Well, exactly. It's a nice tune because it just follows. One, as you said, follows the other. Nice and smooth.
Both men digging in with uppercuts. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. And now he's targeting upstairs. Nice combination. Throwing more than one. Both scored there. Oh, he is stunned. He could go down. Oh, he's hurt right there. He is hurt. You know, his opponent's doing a good job of just being patient now and looking for that one good shot.
Well, you know, the landscape of this business, the history of this business is littered with guys that they've had someone hurt, they get a little careless, they get caught. He better watch out that he doesn't get put on that landscape.
This is a classic example we're seeing here as we start round number 4 of just the busier guy taking the fight. He's up 3 rounds to zip on Teddy's scorecard.
Yeah, my concern though, so I have one little concern.
What's
there.
that?
Well, is he winning the battles, but maybe gonna lose the war because he's really wearing himself out. He's working so hard to get things done. Down the road, does he pay a price?
Nice work, great technique, the combo lands. One of the fastest punches in the game. You see how he just turns over that hook? He's that head move. Good accuracy with that uppercut. A little head hunting with the right. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot, and then comes back with an uppercut. Not hitting his mark there, going upstairs. Halfway through round number 4. Good work, toe-to-toe there. Both fighters got in on him. How about that left hand? A well-targeted jab that time.
And that's exactly what you need when you want to stay on the outside. Something to keep you away from your opponent.
He fires off the combination there and it lands. Takes one to give one. Uppercut in return. Scores up top with a left. Flush right hand to the head. That was off the mark. There's a right hand. Oh, what a hook upstairs. Good shot there with that left. Round comes to an end here. An enjoyable night sitting ringside. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. A lot better than our day we spent at the horse track the other day where we couldn't get any winners, at least I couldn't. But we were talking about the fact that so many parallels to be made between boxing and life boxing and all these other sports we enjoy, like horse racing, of being well-conditioned and working your way up to this one singular moment.
Yeah, well, the trainer obviously has to get the athlete. In this case, athlete happens to be over 1,000 pounds, and that's a horse. You know, at peak condition, he has to look at a calendar just like a trainer does with a fighter, know when the race is, know when the fight is, and not get used up out on the track or used up, of course, in the gym.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. He's losing this fight, and I think it's easy to see why. He's getting hit by that left hand far too much.
Well, the most elementary thing, the first thing you taught in boxing is use your left hand. The second thing, get away from it. I guess he never learned that second thing.
Off target with that hook. Good looking 2-punch combination there. Blocks a shot and pulls the trigger. Hooked off the jab. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Off the mark there. Good step back counter punch there. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. A well-targeted jab that time. well-timed, well-placed uppercut there. A well-placed left hand up top. Comes right back with a shot of his own. Combo lands to the head. Wow, no doubt about it, affected by that right hand. If I were him, I'd be hanging on a little bit here. And round 6 comes to an end. You can have the best game plan in the world, but when your eyes shut closed like that, everything changes.
But one thing doesn't change, Joe, and that's the mentality of a warrior. You find a way. You do not give in. You find a way. You concentrate harder, and you see with that one eye what you need to see.
Kenny, you've been in this spot before as a trainer. Your fighter gets rocked, and then you got to make a decision. Do we stick with the game plan, the style, the way that we were, or do we make a complete adjustment? Which way do you go?
Well, the first thing is obviously you make sure the guys are right to send them out there. Then when you send them out there, you better send them out there with something. You know?
That's a clean shot, able to get in with the right hand. And banging away he goes. He goes up top and gets to him, hammering the head. I give him a lot of credit for even getting up from that knockdown, but he still has to impress and move forward here.
Yeah, I applaud him. I give him credit, but I also recognize that he's in good shape. That's one of the reasons he got up.
Now he's putting his punches together, the combination upstairs. Blocks that punch. He scored well after being hit himself. Eddie, there are opportunities that are here for him, aren't there?
Yeah, counter-punch opportunities, because he got an opponent who's walking in a little bit. Now he has a chance to start to chuck something back at him a little.
Good return fire that time. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Right to the head with that right. He missed with that. He is damaged badly there. He may hit the floor. So he gets a much-needed break here in between rounds. That last round, he took a ton of damage.
Right about now, you gotta think that his corner and the referee are looking very closely at maybe stopping this fight. So it's up to him to turn it around. The only way he could do is to blow another round. I know that sounds crazy, but I think he's going to tie up, use this round to get himself back together, and then start making plans to come back the next round.
Counters with a crushing blow to the head. He scores well with the double jab. And from long range, he's able to get his target he wanted.
And when you have somebody...
What a big shot. He was able to get up and continue on last time. Now he goes down again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
So he goes down, but able to get up to his feet. Teddy, what should he be thinking about now?
Well, right now, just surviving, but if he survives, then he better figure out why he was put on the floor.
Able to get rid of that one. Nice combination, landing more than one. Both were able to score. He's working the body. Little head knocking with that right hand. He's completely turned his offense off. You can see that he's just in an extreme defensive posture. But still, his opponent is scoring here.
Look, the extreme defensive posture is the problem. But if he was moving his head with his hands up, at least there'd be misses there. When his opponent would miss, there'd be an opening to come back where even if you didn't come back, his opponent would be a little worried about sitting in there on you. He'd have to think defense. Right now, he's only thinking offense.
Nice work, the left hand to the head. Unable to land that shot. He's committed to that left hand and it's working out. Well, we heard the stories coming into this fight that he worked extra hard in the gym. Now you're seeing, boy, oh boy, that's tough to take. Teddy, I think he's gonna go down. Look at that! He is floored by that combination. Absolutely floored.
Keep going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
He gets up after that punch put him down on the canvas.
Now he needs to get on that bicycle and stay away from this guy.
He took a shot. Big shot. Wow, he goes down again.
It's gonna be for the elevator fight. Up and down all night.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So that's it. Unable to rise up and beat the count. A knockout victory.
Walked right into that one.
Let's make it official. And for that, we send it up to our ring announcer. Now that's how you end a fight right there. Yes, he was controlling throughout, but he made it good.
Bringing the noise. Sports. Lakas ng Pinoy. Champions rise, we making the choice.